So you spent the most time probably with the artist.
I mean, I don't actually think that a lot of people know what an A&R is. There like a really basic way of explaining what an A&R does and your day-to-day job, basically?
So A&R stands for Artist and Repertoire, which is a super old name for it, but it's when you used to look after the artist and find them the repertoire. I always break A&R down into three sections. First is the scouting element of it, which most people associate with it. Going out, locating talent, evaluating talent, deciding on which artists you'd like to sign and trying to secure their recording rights for the record company or the body that you're working for. Section two is working with those artists on their music so that what they present to the label to sell and promote is the best it possibly can be. You are responsible for that final product being as good as it can be. And then part three, which is really difficult, but most people kind of overlook, it's kind of being the creative advocate for that artist within the label. You spent the most time with the artist. You know why you signed them. You know why they signed to you. You know what they're about, the essence of what it is they're about. It's your job to be in there and just to shout loudest about why your artist is great and everyone should be working hard on their project. And also making sure that everything that's done within the label is done, everyone's on the same page about the creative vision of what that artist needs to be and driving it through the label. And that's a part of the job you can only learn when you have your own artist signed that is really hard. Doing any sort of creative, subjective project within a large company is really tough. So that's the experience they need to get really good at.
Hmm.
So that's
What,
it.
what are you actually looking for an artist to sign them in a label? Like in 2020, I'm sure it's changed a lot, or is it still just all about the music?
I'm quite old school in that, and I don't know whether that means I'm a dinosaur or whether it means I have great old school values, but I kind of just want something that excites me personally. When you sign an artist, through experience, I know how long you need to be working with that artist, how much time you need to spend around them, around their music and their team. I find it really hard to get to that level of focus and engagement unless I'm personally moved by the music in some way. So I want to find people that make exciting music and have the potential to be exciting to me. That remains the same. They've got to have music that I really like and moves me. There needs to be an element of the commercial. I kind of know that we can do a job with them. And that sounds cynical, but it's really important that I look at you and I think that all the resources my company has will dovetail with what you're doing and make it bigger. Because artists can release music themselves. So I need to look at you and think that what we do plus what you do can be bigger. We'll be adding value to your business. Otherwise, you should be doing it yourself or someone else. That's really important now. Sometimes a lot of artists these days are saying, do I need a deal? I'm looking at a lot of artists myself and thinking, do you need a deal? I think maybe the biggest change now, though, is productivity. I think it's a lot harder to be secretive